in one place, spilling nearly 6,000 tons of oil.
A fully laden supertanker runs aground off the coast.
Environmentalists are up in arms over a major spill of crude oil.
Conditions threaten to move the oil slick
towards nearby conservation areas.
indicating fish catches are down half from last year. Much of the decline has been blamed on major oil.
Spills can happen anywhere, anytime. No matter what your industry, the risk is always there. Liquids are everywhere. They have a definite volume, but no form. Whenever you have liquids, you have the possibility of spills, leaks, or releases. And if when a spill happens at your workplace, will you be ready? Do you have the proper equipment to contain and safely remove contaminants effectively? Along with emergency response, Zorbie Products provides a wide selection of spill response products and equipment for any industry. Products are delivered on-site and regularly inventoried so that equipment is ready when you need it most. This training session will cover the essentials of proper ground spill containment, effective water spill containment for large bodies of water and streams, safe spill cleanup procedures, and the proper disposal of all spill-related materials. A spill has just occurred. First, assess the risk. What type of material has spilled? For a hazardous spill, it's important to use a level of safety equipment to handle the materials involved. Once the risk has been determined, stop the spill at its source and begin containment procedures. Make sure that all waterways and drains are secured. Once the spill has been contained, begin the cleanup process immediately. After the bulk of the spill has been cleaned up with Zorbie pads, use Zorbie oil sponge to clean up the remainder of the spill. Before containing or cleaning up spill from machinery, follow all shutdown and lockout procedures to stop further spills and prevent personal injury. Once machinery is shut down and secured, assess the risk and begin the cleanup process. Use as much absorbent material as necessary to fully soak up the spill. Be prepared at all times. If you are uncertain about what you are handling, refer to the material safety data sheet first. Small spills can quickly be contained and cleaned up with Zorbie oil sponge. Work the powdered oil sponge with a broom and scoop up into a designated waste container. When dealing with an especially thick spill, soak it up initially with a broom or a sock. Then soak up the remainder of the spill with pads. Use Zorbie gray pads if you need to absorb both water and oil. Let's review the procedure for ground spills. Assess the risk. What has spilled and how hazardous is it? Protect yourself. Wear the appropriate safety gear to fully protect you from the spill. Stop the spill. Whenever possible, stop the spill at its source. Confine the spill. Ensure the spill does not spread into waterways and drains. Clean up the spill. Completely clean up the spill to eliminate the hazard. And remember, never exceed your level of training. The procedure for a water spill containment is similar. However, currents can spread spills more quickly, so reaction time must be faster. Put on a life jacket, assess and stop the spill, and begin the containment. Contain the spill by linking as many booms together as necessary. Use the clasp on each boom and connect it to the ring of the next boom, which creates an overlap to prevent escape. Now tie a section of anchor rope to the ends of the boom so that you can tie off to the boom and keep it in place. The initial section of the boom is used to contain the bulk of the spill. Securely tie off or anchor both ends of the boom. Ensure that the booms lay tight by their tie-off points so that the spill does not escape. The secondary boom's job is to catch anything that escapes the initial boom. This booming is incorrect, as there is no secondary boom to catch leakage. Ensure that all possible routes of escape have been contained. Boom both upper and lower parts of a spill to prevent the current from spreading it. Once the spill has been contained, begin the cleanup process. Use Zorbie white pads to soak up the contaminants. Use Zorbie sweeps for any heavy spills or to push it towards the absorbent pads. Sweeps can be dragged across the water, or you can cut them to length and let them sit and absorb the spill. When the spill has been fully absorbed, collect the pads and place them into a designated plastic waste bag. Once the pads have been collected, pull in the booms and also dispose of them in a designated waste bag. Gather any unused absorbent materials and return them to the spill kit container. Let's review the procedure for water spills. Assess the risk. What has spilled and how hazardous is it? Protect yourself. Always wear a life jacket in addition to your other safety gear. Stop the spill. Whenever possible, stop the spill to prevent further contaminants. Confine the spill. Use multiple booms to ensure a solid containment. Clean up the spill. Completely clean the spill to prevent environmental harm. And remember, always report all spills. Once the Zorbie products have absorbed the spill, place the used materials in a designated plastic bag for disposal. Be careful not to overfill the waste bags, as they can become too heavy to carry. Place the waste bags into designated pails or drums, ready for proper disposal. When all contaminants have been placed in the pail or drum, seal the container securely to prevent any further accidental spills. Finally, be sure to clearly identify the content of the waste container. Refer to the material safety data sheet for label information. The label must contain the proper shipping name, classification, UN number, packaging and risk group, and any special provisions. Securely attach the label to the container. Dispose of the containers in accordance with all municipal, provincial, and/or federal regulation. Contact your local waste disposal facility for more information.